Hi there everyone, my name is Kira Bradshaw, and this past year I won first place for the You and Your Dog project. So this past year I made a scrapbook on a toxic algae called blue-green algae, and so I was able to find a bunch of facts about blue-green algae, including symptoms can appear within 15 minutes after ingestion. Blooms can disappear or move to different parts of a lake or pond. Toxins eventually break down and are destroyed naturally. Only the top layer of blue-green algae can be killed with chlorine. I also included symptoms, and symptoms include tremors, diarrhea, vomiting, blue gums, hypersalivating, seizures, inability to walk, drooling, difficulty breathing, muscle rigidity, excessive tearing, weakness, confusion, unconsciousness, and in the end, death. So next, I was able to find pictures of toxic algae and non-toxic algae. So I was able to find several examples of toxic and non-toxic algae. Then I was also able to find some simple tests. So I found the jar test. And so what you do for the jar test is you put on gloves and you take a jar and you put it just under the surface of the water, and you fill it about 2/3 of the way full, and then you put the lid on and you put the jar in a refrigerator overnight, and then you're going to take it out, and if the algae settles on the bottom, it is likely non-toxic, but if the algae settles on the top, then it is likely toxic. Another test is called the stick test. So you wear gloves and you take a stick and you put it in the water, and if it comes up looking like paint, it is likely toxic, but if it ends up looking like string, then it is likely non-toxic. So in the back of all of my scrapbooks, I always like to include different awards that I've won and leadership activities that I have participated in. Then I also like to include some community service activities, then just some fun things that I've done throughout the year, and then fun with friends. So that is my scrapbook for this year. And then next I'm going to show you my dog project and record book that I put in my scrapbook. So there are a lot of different things that you need to fill out. So there are topics of interest, learning activities, learning experiences, the leadership and citizenship activities. Then there is my dog's care, dog personality questionnaire, reading dog food labels, and then there's records in the back. So in the book, there are guidelines to getting started. Okay. And then there are goals that you're setting for your project year. And then there is learning experiences and different kinds of things at the beginning of the book. So this is care and welfare. So what you do is you check off all of the things that you're already doing for your dog, and then you also check things that you want to improve. Then this is dog care and welfare, and it is a dog personality questionnaire. And so you answer the questions about your dog, and you are able to use that throughout your project year. Then this is a dog food label. So you learn more about your dog's dog food. Then there are other kinds of tests for your dog. This is the Canine Good Citizen test. And so you put your dog's behavior now and then what you need to teach your dog in order for them to become better. Then there are all kinds of animal records in the back. So you also have to include a picture of your dog at the beginning and end of your project year. And then there's all kinds of financial records and project inventory and all kinds of other things in the project book. So lastly, one of my favorite parts of Winter Fair is being able to ask questions about different projects. And so I came up with a few different questions that people might have. So the first question is, do you have to have a dog to take this project? And the answer is yes, you have to have a dog to take this project. Normally, your dog is sitting beside you when you do the interview with the judge. And the next question is, do you have to be in a dog 4-H club to take a dog project? No, you can train your dog on your own. But I think there are 2 different dog 4-H clubs. I'm in the club Canine Wonder Dogs, and then I believe that there's another club called Muttering Mutts. So another question that people might have is, does your dog need to be a purebred? For some fancy dog shows, dogs do have to be purebreds, but for 4-H, any dog that is friendly and social is able to participate. Then the last question is, what kind of commitment is involved with the dog project? So you're going to have to make sure that your dog is up to date with all of their vaccines, and you need to have paperwork signed by your vet. You also need to be responsible for training your dog and filling out the project book on your own. I hope this was really helpful, and I hope you take a dog project because they're a lot of fun. Thank you.